Good morning, L-Dub, and welcome to our Thursday edition of Kang News. My name is Katie Chan.
And I'm Abby Croson. Let's hop into today's announcements.
The athletic department would like to announce there are a few new safety measures to football games starting at the game tomorrow.
The first 6 rows of the student section will now have a limited number of seats strictly available to the senior class. These rows will be designated by color-coded wristbands, which will be handed out on a first-come, first-served basis. This is what they're going to look like, but they're going to have different colors each game, and the row name will be printed on the wristband.
Wristbands for tomorrow's homecoming game will be distributed at 6 o'clock p.m. at the tailgate. Leftover wristbands will be handed out at the ASB gate. Whether you get a wristband or not, we hope to see you at the game tomorrow.
And at the tailgate, which is $5, and you can purchase your ticket at the cashier. Now we're going to go on to Kang's Spotlight, then over to sports.
Hey Kangs, my name is Katie Chan and welcome to this week's edition of Kang Spotlight. This week we have a very special guest, Mr. Hale, who's not only a teacher at this school, but a talented chemist and a swim and dive coach. So why don't we put on our safety goggles and head on in.
Either me or one of the other chem teachers could show you this next year, but you get a little preview of this right now. So this is, hey, hello.
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm from Kang Spotlight.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you.
So, what got you into teaching, into chemistry?
Well, let's see. I got into chemistry a bunch of years ago. I liked students. I liked teenagers. I got a chemistry degree because I was thinking about going into med school at one point, and I was excited about doing that. And then I realized that if I went to med school, I wouldn't be able to be with students and teaching, and I kind of fell in love with that whole aspect of, this kind of the being around students and the teaching and the learning. And so then I kind of switched gears and went toward teaching and have been doing it ever since.
Awesome. So what do you have to show us today?
So I was just explaining to everybody, we've got some potassium chlorate right here, which we're actually melting. So this is molten potassium chlorate, which is a strong oxidizer. And what that means is that it steals electrons, okay? And so I think we've got this almost completely melted right now. And then here is some syrup that I was going to, just regular syrup, which is super high in sugar. And the thing about sugar is it's got sugar like blood sugar. It's got tons of energy and all those little bonds that are contained within the sugar molecules. And we can release all of that energy really quickly with a strong oxidizer like molten potassium chlorate. So I'm going to turn off the flame here. Okay, yep, it's boiling right now. And then I'm going to show everybody how this goes. I'm going to take my syrup and I'm just going to pour it right down here. And as soon as that syrup starts to touch the molten potassium chlorate, we should start to get a reaction. And there we go, we're starting to get it. And I'm going to lower this just a little bit like that, and you start to get all those flames and tremendous amount of, start to get some fire. And if you think that's cool, imagine all that energy that comes from that little tiny bit of syrup right here. So when you go and pour all this syrup on your pancakes or your waffles or whatever, that's how much energy is contained in that little bit of sugar that you have right there, which would make your blood sugar spike up, so then you have to go for a run right afterwards. Otherwise, it just gets stored in your body, okay? So there you go. You guys like the fire?
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right, you're sure welcome.
Thank you for being on Kang Spotlight, and we will see you next week.
I love it. Thanks. Bye, you guys.
Welcome to KSPN. My name is Jared Ebekausen.
And I'm Levani Naliko. Let's take a look at some of this week's sports highlights.
Last week against Redmond, football suffered a tough loss, 24-16. After a good week at practice, we're excited to go up against one needed for our homecoming game. Make sure everyone dresses in purple and white and show out that spirit.
Swim lost a tough match against Mercer Island last week, but dive remains undefeated. Araya, Sam, Riley, Hannah, Marianne, Mindy, Lucy, Marisha, Claire, and Madison all dropped time, with Ann Sung having the largest drop of 9 seconds in her 100 free.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's insane. They swim against Sammamish tonight at 8:30 at Mary Waite Pool.
Cross country ran against Sammamish and Interlake yesterday. The guys and girls team both beat Sammamish. They hit the course on Saturday for the 34th annual Nike Hole in the Wall.
Well, go Kangs, and now we have a video from cross country.
What makes a good cross-country runner is a strong mental fortitude. It's a soul, mental game, I guess. Even though your legs are hurting, you're having trouble getting oxygen into your lungs, and you really just want to quit, it's just solely trying to make yourself go and keep going. And I think that's what sets it apart from other sports.
It's been pretty great. I think all the freshmen really work together and kind of boost each other's confidence and make each other better as an athlete. And yeah, just kind of really motivate everybody on cross country. So.
I run cross country for a lot of reasons. I guess one of them is like it allows me to be someone that I may not be like fully able to be in school, because when I go out on the track or on the course, like I can feel very confident in myself and my abilities, and I go and I really like to push myself.
Well, there's been a big change since I showed up a couple years ago. The freshmen have really focused and gotten faster, and the team has gotten a lot bigger. We've gone from 60 athletes now up to 80.
Like 40 seconds.
Them side plates. Going in the corner. No.
All right, before we wrap up today's broadcast, we have a few more announcements. If you're on the robotics team, remember to turn in your permission slip by October 28th.
Also, if you're interested in attending an audition workshop, Theater Club will be hosting one on Friday after school at 2:45 p.m. It's open to all skill levels.
In other news, the Reflections Art Competition is happening right now. This year's theme is Within Reach. The deadline is Wednesday, November 1st. Submit your entries by 2:30 to the main office.
Remember to check out the college visits for the rest of today and tomorrow. Pick up a pass from the College and Career Center.
That's all we have for today's announcements. Thanks for watching Kang News. My name is Katie Chan.
And my name's Abby Croson. Stay tuned for a preview of tomorrow's homecoming assembly.